It's the Post Rise Podcast, CPR and First Aid. Yeah. Sports talk radio, highlighting players playing the game. OG advice, wisdom and knowledge, plus we entertain. Like, comment, subscribe, tap in and listen to James.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Pies Podcast. I have a special guest. Let me give her a smooth introduction. Today's guest is one of the rising young media personalities coming out of the Fredericksburg and Stafford area. She's a senior at Mountain View High School with over a 4.0 GPA.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You know, Coach loves those GPAs. Something I'm always talking to my players about as well. An IB diploma.
Yes, ma'am. IB diploma candidate. Not yet. We have to
Candidate. I'm sorry. Candidate. Excuse me. And she's heading to Hampton University to major in strategic communications.
Shout out to all the communications majors out there. You guys are so cool. I cannot wait to see you on campus. I'm so excited.
On merit scholarship. And but what really stands out about Shireen isn't just about the academics. It's her ability to connect with people. From covering student athletes to managing sports media content at Mountain View High School to serving as a morning announcer, anchor, speaking to over 2,000 students and staff, she's already building a platform centered around communications, confidence, storytelling, and community impact. She's interviewed athletes, worked with local media, appeared on 95.5 WPGC.
Shout out to everyone at the Good Morning Show. Thank you guys for that amazing opportunity. I'm still talking about that.
And continues to use her voice to inspire young people, especially young girls who want to see themselves represented in media and leadership spaces. Today, we're talking about purpose, confidence, sports media, balancing pressure as a young leader and what it means to build something meaningful at an early age. She's a little behind. She is beyond her years. Welcome to the Post Rise Podcast, Shireen. And I don't want to butcher your last name.
Barekzai.
Okay. I should have got that. That should have been a part of pre-production, right?
It's no problem. Thank you so much for having me. It's such a big honor. I am smiling from ear to ear. I'm so excited to be here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and absolutely. So again, welcome to the Post Rise Podcast. So I first met you. It was St. Michael. Was it St. Michael? It was one of our home games.
Yes.
Can't remember exactly which game it was, but you were interviewing people.
Yes.
And
senior night.
It was senior night.
Yes.
Look at that. I'm getting old. I'm losing my memory. It was senior night, and you were doing a phenomenal job interviewing some of my players.
Thank you so much.
Some of the seniors, and a little bit of everybody. And then I saw the content. You actually, you actually spoke to me prior to coming to senior night because I actually saw you. I want to say I saw you before that senior night. But long story short, I saw you stood out. You were doing a phenomenal job, very mature beyond your years. You seem to have found your purpose very early.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That is such an honor coming from an adult.
No, you seem to have found your purpose very early. And you just, can you talk a little bit about that? Like how, we'll start with that. I just want to start with that. Like why are you so sharp and squared away?
Well, from a young age, communication has been something that's just easy for me. I like talking to people. I like to hear myself talk. But seeing the reaction on people's faces when you ask them stuff that you've researched or things that you've looked up about them prior to the conversation, it just brings me so much happiness. And I feel like everybody's story deserves to be told the same way that I want my story told. So why not be that bridge? Why not bridge the gap between myself and the community?
Got you. And for people that don't know, who is Shireen?
Shireen Rochelle, officially debutante Shireen, is definitely a hardworking high school senior, and she's just ready to learn. She's ready to communicate with everyone, all of you. So that's who I am. That's a little bit about me. I'm from Stafford, Virginia. I have a little brother named Shaheem. He's the light of my life. I love him so much. And I have my beautiful aunt here as well looking at us.
Hey, salute to your aunt.
Yes, shout out to her. She's helped make all of this possible. All of my other family, my mom, my grandma, my entire village, everyone who's just made this possible. Shout out to all of you as well. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Shireen would be no one without the village, okay?
The village. And when did you first realize you love communications and media? If you didn't answer that already,
When I first learned, since birth. I used to dance when I was young, so just being on stage, being in front of people is something that I've always done. And then once I got to high school, I started doing the soccer marketing team my junior year, just as something to add to my resume. I did not know that I would love it so much. Once I got to interview the players and be in front of the camera more professionally and more of like a major role in the school and get my face around the school and people would notice me and say, can you interview me next? I was like, yes, of course, when? So that was when I took a little bit more control of the soccer marketing team and I got to do more digital stuff. So graphic designs and making videos, pre-game, post-game videos, and getting a microphone and getting a tripod. That's when I was like, this is what I want to do. I love this. And I also started doing the announcements that year as well. That was something that I never expected to happen. I literally just went up to the principal and asked her.
Wow.
It was our IB Discovery Night, so we got to talk to a bunch of incoming freshmen about the program and just tell them that it's good for you. It's something that's going to build you up, and yes, it'll be hard, but that struggle is going to make it better for you in the future. It's going to help you. So I was really happy to be there, period, because I like talking about IB. But me and one of my friends were like, yeah, let's just go ask her to see what she says. And she was like, you know what? Come to my office. We'll talk about it. The next week, I was on the announcements, and I haven't stopped since. So.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Now, you've said cameras, microphones, and, the likes don't even feel like work to you. What makes it so fun for you?
I just like to see people's reactions. I like to talk to people. I like to see their smile when I say, let's talk about it. Everybody wants to feel special. Everybody wants to feel heard. So why not be that person? Why not be that light? It brings me so much happiness. I love it.
Now, I'm a coach. So what made you want to start interviewing athletes and covering sports?
There's just so many out there. There's so many kids with great stories that don't get the coverage. There's so many schools that have amazing students every single year that just don't have the coverage. So why not be that person? And there's so many athletes near me. I'm asking all my family.
Yeah. Shout out to LJ too, by the way.
Yes. Big shout out to LJ.
Love LJ. Was there a moment where you realized I could actually turn this into a career?
I believe it was when I finally got to go to the Good Morning Show, WPDC 95.5. When I saw them doing my dream in real time, like they were speaking and then cutting it up, and it was on air in like 3 seconds.
Wow.
My mind was blown. I woke up early that day and I couldn't even go to sleep after. I was tired, but I was just sitting in the car like starstruck. I was so excited, and seeing that made me realize like I can really turn this into something. I can do something with this. I can go do my announcements and then look up how to do this at home and get my degree and just move forward. So that was so eye-opening for me.
Sounds like you appreciated the work that went behind the scenes too.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, as you know. When people are always asking me, when is my interview going to drop? When is this going to drop? I'm like, hey, listen, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I feel like I learned that a lot when I did photography for games too. I would be like driving away from the game and they're like, hey, can you send me my pictures? Not yet, but I got you.
So you do photography too?
I try.
Yeah.
I just want to see all
Under
the parts
promise,
of
over
communication.
deliver. That's a good motto to have.
I just want to see all the parts of communication. How are you going to be good at something if you don't know every single part?
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. What's something people don't realize about student athletes behind the scenes?
I feel like they don't see the dedication that a lot of these athletes have, the grit, the grind, the sleepless nights, the long days, the long car rides, that one song that gets them in the zone. nobody sees that. They just see your performance on the field and say you did good or you did bad. So I want to see the behind the scenes. I want to see what they're doing to prepare, what they're doing after, how they got here. I think that's really important.
No, I agree, which leads me to my next question. What do you think? Why do you think athletes' stories matter beyond wins and losses?
I believe their stories matter beyond wins and losses because that's how they got there. Their story is how they got there. Their why is why they got there. Who are you playing for? Who are you going home to after this? What are you doing this for? I think that's really important.
Yeah, and there's a lot of there's a lot of drama and everything that goes into sports as well. You get to see all of the work that goes into it and stuff, and how invested people are. It's a lot.
I agree.
I guess that quick question was kind of rhetorical. What's been your favorite athlete interview so far, and why?
Wow, that's a really good one. I think my favorite athlete interview so far was actually one of your St. Michael students, Miss Janae. She was perfect.
Yeah.
I interviewed her. I saw her play a little bit before, and they ended up unfortunately losing. But her spirit after, she was just so happy, and she was like, "We did lose, but we did, had great team spirit. Our team fought to the end," and she was so uplifting. I was like, I have to talk to her. I have to see her, and she's just so bubbly on the court.
Yeah,
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. Shout out to you. Okay.
Her resilience, her patience is, she never gets too high, never gets too low. She's the most coachable kid I've ever seen. I gave her praise last night.
Shout out to you.
She had high praises for you too.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
yeah. So it sounds like you guys, you guys are both at the top of your games. Young women.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sounds like I was curious, how that connection would go between you two. Because I saw you interview her.
Everybody else, you guys are also my favorite for special different reasons. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
there
my family, all my friends, everybody's good. Okay.
What makes a really good interviewer, in your opinion?
A really good interviewer is someone who can push past those hard questions or those dry or short answers. People are nervous. They don't know what you're going to ask them. So you have to be able to work through that and say, okay, or okay, so, or okay, but. And if they don't want to answer, find another way to ask. You don't have to pry, but you want to get to the bottom of your story.
So you run social media and create graphics for sports teams?
Yes.
What have you learned from doing all of that at a young age?
I have learned that people want you to turn their things around quickly. If they had a game tonight, they want their post tomorrow.
Those deliverables.
Yes, but on a more serious note, I think that it shows a deeper meaning to the game or to the performance. Being able to see your hard work in a photo or a graphic, it makes you want to do better next game. And I think I've noticed that, especially when we do man of the match for soccer or for basketball, when we did senior shout outs, it made people want to show up. It got people out there. It got the athletes motivated.
So what's harder, being on camera yourself or interviewing someone else?
I think interviewing someone else, because at least I can control myself and I can start over and go back. But in an interview, when people are done, they are done.
If ESPN or a major sports network called tomorrow, what would your dream role be? They called you tomorrow. Yeah.
I think I would have to be an on-field interviewer. I want to be there after the game. Post-game, I want to be there.
Yeah.
With the confetti, I see it right now.
The Pam Olivers,
Yes.
yeah. I can see you doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So you mentioned wanting wanting to see young black girls to see themselves in media and communication spaces. Why is that important to you?
It's important to me because there's just not that many of us.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like your dream is unattainable, but that's just not true. You can do anything you put your mind to. Anything. All you have to do is ask. And that one person will get you there. So why not be that representation for those other girls? Why not be that person they can ask,
Absolutely. What does confidence mean to you personally?
To me, confidence is believing in yourself. Nobody else has to believe in you. Nobody else has to agree with you. As long as you can look in the mirror and say, the person in the mirror can do this, you're good.
Man, getting right to it.
Thank you.
Sharp. She is sharp, ladies and gentlemen. I told you.
A lot of practice.
Have you ever struggled with insecurity or pressure while growing publicly?
Of course.
Yeah.
Especially being a senior in high school, you get a lot of criticism from kids your own age, wondering why you do this, why you can't go out and you have to film or be at a game instead. Or even when you're at the game, why can't you come get food with us or anything? So you just have to have that discernment to say, this is what I want to do. I know it's going to pay off in the future. You know, get your journal, talk to someone. It's really serious. Mental health is something I take very seriously.
I can see that being like a lot of, you know, finding your purpose at an early age, you know, that I wish I could have found my purpose at your age. Like, that is phenomenal. I really admire that.
Thank you. I think it goes back to the athletes too. You guys have to take time off from friends and hanging out to go to practice, go to the gym. It's the same thing, just for your mind. Yeah.
But, you know, you'd be surprised. Even sometimes the athletes, they're still a little torn on, you know, because there's uncertainty about playing at the next level, and then there's insecurities there as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty with them too. So a lot of them are conflicted and immature.
Well, I'm not perfect. I definitely have my struggles, especially when it's something I really want to go to. I'm just like, take a moment, ground yourself, remind yourself why you're here. You didn't get here overnight.
She said she like the Chris Brown and Usher concert. She like, I ain't passing that one. I was like,
you gotta know, am I gonna wake up early on time if I go tomorrow? If I hang out, you know?
Yep. So again, you know, you seem very mature and driven for your age.
Thank you.
Where does that mindset come from?
My family.
Yeah.
My entire village, everyone has instilled this in me. And it gets hard. It's not easy to stay where you are and just be calm and wait for the next opportunity to come, or even look for the next opportunity. You just feel like, okay, I did this one thing. What am I doing now? Yeah. You have to stay focused. Talk to someone. I talk to my aunt all the time. I talk to my girl. I talk to my mom. Talk to my therapist. Talk to my counselors, my teachers, my mentors, my sponsors, everyone, and just say, hey, like, I'm really struggling with this. How can I get help? How can I stay focused on what I want to do? So
you do talk to the therapist too.
I do.
So
yes.
you
Shout
have
out
that.
to her. She's the best.
So that also gives you a little bit of, you know, what's that? Emotional intelligence.
Of course.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. That's also pretty impressive to have at a young age as well.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to young girls who are scared to use their voice?
Journal. Look into yourself. Say, why am I scared? What am I nervous about? And once you get to that, you can attack that one day at a time. If you're nervous about what other people will say, why? If you're nervous about what you're going to think of yourself, why? Yeah. You have to get to that why. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Seriously.
Yeah, so journal. Listen, coach might use that one.
Yeah. At my school, the wrestlers actually, one of their coaches, I got to talk to him and do media for them as well. He has his players' journal. They have wrestling journals, and he makes them turn them in every practice. Yeah. So it's serious out here.
Yeah. No, all of this stuff, you know, this stuff is actually really good. I think this has helped, you know, just like listening to you. This is like, you know, trying to get. I'm thinking of things that, like, you know, my daughter's going to encounter. She's 3 years old, and, you know, ways that I can, like, help her, you know, and just making sure that I push her into that, you know, a good direction to where she's,
Of course, yes.
Yeah, so I appreciate you. So you can learn from it. You can learn from anybody.
Thank you.
What kind of impact do you want your platform to have long term?
I want my platform long term to impact everyone. I want them to know their story is important in that you're not the only one. You're not the only one. There's someone out there with the same story as you. And if you hear their story, you'll feel inspired. Just wait, you know?
Yeah. So you balance IB classes, media work, church, leadership, and community involvement. How do you manage all of that? How are you managing your time?
I manage my time. Well, first of all, many lists, planners, calendars, everywhere.
Yeah, she told me, let me get back to you, coach. Let me check my calendar. I was like, okay, all right.
That is my holy grail.
However, my wife would say the same thing. She tells me that all the time. Yeah,
it is real. But I also try to stay grounded in my faith first. Sundays I'm at church. I'm in the youth group. I'm in the gym. I'm in the Kids Quest. I really try to stay grounded in my faith. Once I leave that church, then I'll write in my planner, I'll write in my journal. But that does help me stay grounded and calm and get ready for the next week, the next few days.
Yeah. No, time management is so important. I felt like time management wasn't something that I got so much better at it once I joined the Army. But
wow.
time, yeah,
Good for
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But time management, you know, that's something else that I think that kids don't get. You know, that's why a lot of kids play video games for
Yeah.
endless amounts of hours. You know, it's like, you know, you have to be able to manage that. You get 24 hours in the day. It's all about how you use them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty impressive too.
Thank you.
So what you mentioned, faith
Yes.
keeps you grounded. How important has your faith been in your journey?
My faith has been very important in my journey.
Mhm.
On those nights where you're just tired and you're like, oh my goodness, and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. It's 11 p.m. right now. You just say, God, give me the strength. Let's go get this done. Let's take a nap. Let's wake up, do it again tomorrow. You have to pray. You have to stay grounded in your faith. And I think my grandma helps me with that a lot. So shout out to you, Gran, for getting me up, taking me to church.
Shout out to grandma.
So yeah, I totally feel like my faith is just bottom line. One thing that helps me too is just finding a Bible verse to put on my calendar. I have
Okay.
a whiteboard calendar.
Oh, nice.
So when I redo that, it's May right now. When I do June, I'll find another verse.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps me just look up and be like, you know what, I got this.
And when life, you know, again, going back to that busy schedule, when life gets stressful, what keeps you mentally focused?
Mentally focused, to refocus and mentally focus, I talk to my family a lot, especially my brother. He kind of keeps me smiling.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yes, shout out Jaheem. He totally helps me just realize that there's more than what I'm focusing on.
Mhm.
Talking to my family, talking to my aunt, and journaling. I keep going back to that because that is something serious to me. I think it's helpful. Everybody should get a journal. Even if you only write one word. That one word, you'll look back tomorrow, now you have two, you know?
Mhm.
So
What sacrifices have you had to make to stay disciplined? We kind of talked about that a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
but, you know, talk a little bit more. What sacrifices?
I would say just sacrificing my social life. As much as that sounds kind of grim or
Yeah,
down, it's
yeah,
true. You do
yeah.
because you gain so much later.
Yeah.
You gain those connections, you gain those important people, and you'll gain more social life later. There's so
Yeah.
much more to life than going out or partying.
Yeah.
So you just have to focus on what you want. Do you want to
Yeah.
do this? Because nobody has to do it for you. You have to do it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. You know, you do what you got to do now so you can do what you want to do later.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So you know, that's something that I always talk about as a coach. It's like, hey, listen, you know, okay, so kids are going to play the video games. All right, cool. That's fine. Especially here in the summertime. It's like, hey, but you get better in the off season. Wake up early, you know, become a part of the 5 a.m., 6 a.m.,
Yes.
7 a.m. gang.
Even
And then
at 7, the gym is so crowded. You got to get there early.
Get there early, you know, get there early and then just knock out what you got to knock out. And then you'll have, you know, you can have the rest of your day, not do
Yeah.
what you got to do. So, yeah, that's something that I preach. What motivates you to keep pushing yourself?
My family, my village, my community. I think
Yeah.
I've built such a community of supportive people that if I ever need something, I know I can call on anyone and they can help me. So I'm just grateful. I'm thankful for everyone. It is truly an honor.
Yeah.
It's truly a blessing.
Yeah. We're going to transition a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
We're going to talk about your future at Hampton University.
Yes, go Pirates.
Shout out to Hampton. So, why did Hampton University feel like the right fit for you?
I couldn't even tell you. I went on many tours before. I got on Hampton's campus and I was blown away. The campus is gorgeous. The water is
Yeah.
gorgeous. But the community of teachers and professors that I met and got to speak with on my tour,
Yeah.
everyone was so welcoming and they were just like, we can see you being a fit here. And I was like, no, I see me being a fit here, whether
Yeah.
you like it or not. Okay.
Yep.
I got to meet the Dean of Communications. She was amazing. She invited me to her office. She spoke to me so, like, I was the only kid in the room. She made it feel so like home. She made me feel so welcome. So I'm just grateful for the community. My tour guide also, shout out to you. I know she's gonna see this. You are my best friend. Okay, you don't know it yet, but we are besties. She took me through the School of Communications. She walked me to each professor's classroom and said, this is where you'll be for this. This is where you'll be for this. I have some clubs you can join. This is the organizations that I'm in. And at the end, she actually offered to be my big sister. So
Oh,
I
that's
think that
awesome.
we just connected so well.
That's
so shout out
awesome.
to you. Thank you for making
That's
me feel
awesome.
at home.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What excites you most about studying strategic communications?
Being on camera, talking to people, sharing their stories. I am ecstatic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see me, but I am so excited. I just think it'll be great, and I'm excited to further my future. and hopefully be on that ESPN screen one
Do
day.
do you have a countdown? You have how many more days?
Oh, yes. I have 12 days of school left.
Uh-huh.
I am excited.
Nice. And do you know how many more days until you start school? Approximately.
I start school in August.
Okay.
But I really start school in like June because I'm going to pre-college.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to take any breaks. I just got to keep going.
Yep.
Which also reminds me, we're still looking for those scholarships and those internships. So got to pay for those 4 years. Okay.
Yep. What are your goals over the next 5 years?
Over the next 5 years, I hope to further my communications,
Mm-hmm.
build my resume, and meet new people, make connections, make meaningful connections with people. I hope to talk to everyone. My goal is to talk to somebody new every day. So I've already been doing that at school a little bit, but hopefully at Hampton, it's broader scale.
And where do you see yourself after college?
After college, I see myself hopefully being on the screens, getting a job in communications, whether that's for sports or for news, weather, broadcasting, anywhere that will put me on camera behind a microphone.
Yeah. No, like that's actually pretty cool that you can even answer that question. Again, that goes back to like, just kind of like knowing your purpose. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to stay in sports media specifically or branch out into other areas too?
I enjoy sports media. It's something that's comfortable to me. I love seeing the athlete stories, but if I get called to go somewhere else, I'll go. Fashion, cooking, news, anywhere. I think every story is so important. So I'm hoping that if I do get called somewhere else, I can mold and fit in where I need to fit in.
Got you. So a little bit of a fun personality segment, right? We'll transition into that. You said bloopers are your favorite part of content creation.
Yes.
What's been your funniest moment on camera?
My funniest moment on camera, when I was recording my video for my birthday countdown, I could not get my family to focus. I could not focus. They could not focus. It was early. We kept having to start over. It was hilarious. We actually have a sped up clip, and it took us over like 2 hours, but the clip is 30 seconds long, and you just see us moving back and forth, zoom. It is hilarious to me, but I just think it shows the hard work and dedication that goes into it that you don't see with the finished product. You don't see me rounding people up, but you don't also see me rounding me up and saying, Shireen, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I need you to explain it again. So I think that's pretty funny.
What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
Media-wise or just personality-wise?
Just personality-wise.
Personality-wise, my favorite animal is panda. I love the pandas at the zoo. DC Zoo. You guys are my favorite. Other
shout out
animals,
to the DC
not so
Zoo.
much. Yes, shout out to the DC Zoo. Other animals, I'm okay with, but the pandas have a special place in my heart.
So you got to take a trip to Asia.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I have a little stuffed animal. His name is Pandy. Shout out to you, Pandy. He's at home right now. Probably take him to college with me.
What sport? Favorite sport to cover?
Favorite sport to cover? Basketball.
Okay.
Just because I can follow it a little bit better
To
than
the
football.
Hoopers, as a coach, I
Yes.
love hearing that.
Shout out to you guys. It's just fun for me. The energy in a basketball game is so electric. It's back and forth. There's always something you can talk about, you can pick out to ask about later. Football, I like it. Soccer, I like it. Wrestling, I like it. I just think basketball, it has a special place in my heart.
Oh, that's pretty good. I love to hear it.
Thank you.
Basketball. Favorite athlete of all time?
Gotta be LeBron James.
Oh, the GOAT. No.
There's no discussion.
And she's a Taurus too.
Shout out to the Tauruses. Happy belated birthday to you as well. Yes, Taurus season. LeBron James is the GOAT. I don't want to hear anything about his age. I don't want to hear anything about previous games. I don't want to hear anything about the bubble ring. LeBron is the GOAT.
Listen, to throw an alley-oop to your son in a game, like
Can we talk about it?
the nepotism, like which I love.
Hello, guys.
We need more black nepotism.
Nobody else has generational hoopers, okay?
No.
Nobody else is having generational hoopers like LeBron James.
We're going to have a separate segment about this one.
I'll be back.
This is to be continued. We could go on and on about that one. Dream interview guests.
Can I also say LeBron James? But no.
Shout out to the king.
Yes, shout out to you.
Class of 2003.
Woo. Dream interview guest, celebrity-wise, besides LeBron, honestly, Beyonce. I have so many questions
Queen
about
B.
her upbringing and just how she had so much confidence from a young age. Miss Beyonce, if you ever see this, just know I'm ready. I have my questions. I have a time and place. Just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, the bee, she's phenomenal. You part of the Beehive too?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Don't come for Beyonce
Don't
online.
hear nothing about it. Nope.
ESPN, podcasting, sideline reporting, or owning your own media company.
Ooh, those are good ones. I'd have to say ESPN just because of the name.
Yeah.
They're so good up there.
Worldwide, yeah.
Once I get established, then maybe I'll own my own. But I think to start out, totally ESPN.
Yeah. No, ESPN has a long reach because they're a part of that Disney.
Yeah.
You know, they're a subsidiary under Disney. So they have a really long reach.
Yeah.
It's,
ESPN is out here covering cheer competitions. You guys are doing it. That would be a dream. That is so cool.
Man.
Yeah.
Seriously. If you could interview one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Wow, that's a good one. Besides Beyonce, besides LeBron James, it would honestly have to be probably the cast of Dance Moms. I would want to speak to all of them. I watched the show when I was younger, and I just think that all of the girls are so driven, and I'd want to talk to them and see their stories. Yeah.
Dance Moms. What platform is that on?
It's on TLC. I don't think it's on anymore, but it was on TLC. But also, I would
Coach is
also
out of touch. Coach is out of touch. Help me out.
I would also interview Michelle Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Okay.
She's got some stories for me. I know she does. I know she does.
Michelle.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to transition into our rapid fire segment.
Okay, I'm ready.
Favorite food?
Pasta.
Oh, that was quick. That was quick.
You said rapid fire. I'm ready.
Yeah. Load up on those carbs. Get you ready for the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite artist?
Besides Beyonce, I have to say Young Thug. He's a good one.
Thugger. Thugger. Okay. Do you know his lyrics?
Of course. Of course.
So, he's definitely a great artist. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl. I can stay up all night. Don't ask me to wake up early.
Yeah. I'm a night owl too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even like getting up early in the Army. I was like, I did it. I can do it,
I'll have to, especially for school and like work and things. You have to get up early, but if I could just start a little bit later, I'll stay later. I promise.
Introvert or extrovert?
Totally extrovert. I think that.
That was one of those, easy. I should have known that one, right? But you never know. You can be surprised.
It took me a minute to get out of my shell. I definitely am more extroverted now as I get older. It was hard for me to speak to adults and go up to people and tell them exactly what I need when I introduce myself. So now I think I'm a little bit better. But yeah.
Perfect question for your generation. Favorite app?
Favorite app? TikTok. Honestly.
TikTok. Okay.
Yeah.
You okay?
I've been on my TikTok grind. Instagram is great. It's a great platform and it's helped me a lot. So shout out Instagram.
Yeah.
But TikTok, you can get stuck on your phone. Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. For some reason, I can't get into TikTok. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm an old man. I don't know.
I can help you with that.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Our coach is old. One word that describes you.
Bubbly.
Okay.
I would say I'm pretty bubbly.
Okay. Biggest pet peeve.
Open mouth chewers. People who don't close their mouth when they chew.
Like a cow.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Favorite motivational quote?
And Still I Rise by Maya Angelou.
Oh, Maya.
Yes. I think I'm going to put that on my grad.
The great American philosopher Maya Angelou.
My queen, my queen.
Coffee or energy drinks?
That's a good one. I usually do both in one day. I know that's not healthy.
Oh, man. That's why she's so wired. That's why she's bubbly.
Oh, yeah.
I found the secret. I got to the bottom of it.
Oh, hidden gem.
Yeah.
I get coffee in the morning before school, and before the gym, I'm grabbing Red Bull.
Okay.
I know it's a bad habit. It's why I'm so short. It's just, that's my secret.
I didn't crack the code. One thing you want people to remember about you?
Remember my why. My why is that I want you to feel seen, I want you to feel heard, and I want you to come back. I want you to come back for another interview, so that's my why.
Gotcha. Now, we have our closing question for you.
this is deep.
Yeah. If a young girl watches this episode and feels uncertain about herself, what would you want her to hear directly from you?
You matter. You are important. You can do anything you put your mind to. Look in the mirror and tell her that she can do it. I promise you it'll help. It feels silly. It feels funny. Just do it. Do it again tomorrow. Do it the day after. And eventually you'll be having whole conversations with yourself. Okay? It is serious out here.
Well, it has been a pleasure, Shireen. I've been looking forward to this moment for a while now.
Thank you for having me. I am so excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. This has been a pretty cool pod. You have to come back.
I will totally be back, whether you like it or not. Now we have the address. So.
We need the Shireen report.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
we might have to get the Shireen report.
First episode will be on LeBron.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you
I'll
so
definitely be
much.
following you in your career, and look forward to thank you. Seeing you out there one day. And this has been another episode of the Post Rise Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. I do have a CPR class coming up at the Salem Church Library. I will have a date here pretty soon, so just make sure that you stay tuned for updates. All right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Follow
Thank you.
Officially Debutante Shirt on Instagram.
This episode of The Pulse Rise podcast is sponsored by Pulse, Rise CPR and First Aid.